Hello, basketball coaches and basketball players. My name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 3-out, 2-in basketball offense against a man-to-man defense. I'm going to give you 5 different plays to run against that defense. Let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these basketball plays. Okay, so in this first play, what we're going to try and do is have player 3 get open for a shot of some kind, either a layup or a 3-point shot. So what we're going to have is player 4. He is going to go and set a screen for player 2 to start off. After that screen, he's going to be screening on the right side of player 2. We're going to have now player 2 use that screen. If he has the option to go cut towards the rim, definitely give it to him. However, his main option is for it to set a screen on player 3. Also, to have player 5 set a screen on the other side. Now, what we're going to be doing here is now have player 1 dribble out towards that left side, which will now bring player 1 and at least give some openings for player 3. Player 3 now has the option to go and use player 5 as a screen and get a pass from player 1, or use player 2 as a screen and get open for a 3-point shot. That's 2 different options for player 3 and whatever he feels more comfortable with. If he thinks that player 2 is going to set a more solid screen and get himself an open shot if he's a good shooter, then definitely take that. However, if player 5 is a solid screener and player 1 is a good passer for the low post, then this would be a fantastic option for player 3. In this next play, we're going to have a dribble handoff with player 2. Player 2 is going to get that ball, and he's going to then continue. He could take that shot if he's open. However, he's going to continue out towards the other side, and now he's going to be doing a dribble handoff with player 3. At this time, player 1 is heading down and setting a screen for player 4, and now player 4, he is going to be popping up. He could be open for that 3-point shot, same as player 3 could be open for the 3-point shot. However, from there, once player 2 has finished that screen, what's going to happen is player 3 is going to go and do a dribble handoff with player 4, and player 2 is going to be setting a screen down for player 5. Player 5 is going to be using that screen. He could pop out to the mid-range or 3-point line area, whatever he is more comfortable with. And now player 4 could pass him the ball for the shot. Now, at the end of this rotation, that should be pretty well the end of the 24-second shot clock, so you better get at least some kind of a shot up. However, if this is not the end, you could, or if you just don't have a shot clock at all, you could now have player 5 and 4 get together for a dribble handoff, and now player 3 could head down and set a screen for player 1. Player 5 could get that ball, he could take that shot, player 1's popping up, and this will be either an open 3-point shot for player 1 or a dribble handoff with player 1. Again, very similar to a motion offense. You could even call this a wheel offense. I've heard a coach before call this a wheel offense. I personally wouldn't. However, this is a great play to run. If you have a shot clock or not, you will get a lot of open shots. Now, in this third basketball play, what we're going to have is player 2 setting a screen down for player 4, and player 4 is going to be popping up. If he's open for that mid-range or 3-point shot, definitely give it to him, but we are looking to pass him the ball anyways. Next, what we're going to be having is player 2 setting a screen. Player 2 setting a screen on player 5, and we're also going to be having player 3 set a screen on player 5 as well. Now, what's going to happen here is up top, if player 5 decides to go with player 3 as a screen, this is going to be a staggered screen for player 5. Player 5 is going to come over to the high post, and he could be open for that shot, and that's what we're really hoping for. Now, our secondary option on player 5 is to use player 2 as a screen, get a nice quick pass inside for a quick layup. So there's a couple of different options for you. Now, in this fourth basketball play, what we're going to be having is player 2. He's going to go and set a screen for player 1. Player 1 is going to use that screen. He could take that shot. That is an option. However, what's going to happen now is he's going to continue through. He's not going to roll off. He's not going to pop. That's not going to happen. What we're going to be having is now player 2 setting a screen on player 3. Player 3 is going to then pop up towards the top. He could be open for a 3-point shot. However, what we're going to be looking for here is whether player 1 gets to keep that ball or whether player 3 has that ball and just couldn't get that shot up. What's going to happen is player 1 is going to be then popping out and away, same as player 2, and we're going to be having player 4 set a screen down low for player 5, who is going to be popping up towards the top of the key or the free throw line area, where he's going to receive that ball and he's going to take a quick shot. So whether or not we have options for shots up top, we will still have an option down low for our post players. Now this next play is kind of an interesting play because first off, we're going to be having our tall, big players on the outside, and we're going to be having our smaller players on the inside with our guard up top. Now, what we're going to be having is these two big players. They're going to be going down and setting a screen down, a pin down screen for players 3 and 2. Players 3 and 2 can pop up. If they're open for a shot, they can take that shot. However, if they're not open for a shot and one of the players switches off, this is what we really do want. Because if there is a shot or at least a switch, there's going to be a good mismatch down low. And if that happens, player 4 needs to clear out and player 5 needs to go to work. If there's not a mismatch down low, and we still have the ball up top and everyone is still in the 3 out 2 in offense that we've been running, now we can run another 3 out 2 in offense, or we can go into the same play once again. The difference between this play now with the guards up top is when the players go down to set that screen, instead of popping up for a 3-point shot, let's say player 4 is a good shooter, but player 5 is definitely not. We don't want him popping up to a 3-point line and breaking a shot or airballing a shot. What I want to see from him is for him to curl back in towards that middle of the key and player 4 popping up. Because now, with 4 popping up and player 5 cutting towards the middle, we could have player 5 open for a mid-range shot, or we could have player 4 open for a 3-point shot. So there's a couple of options there. Now I hope that these basketball plays help your team win more games. If they do, let us know in the comments section below, and I will see you guys again tomorrow, actually later on today, for our second video of the day.